Yo, what's up, boys? Happy fucking New Year. It's been a month. First of all, I apologise. It's been a month since I posted a video on YouTube. I have been busy, man, genuinely. Like, I know, like, a lot of the guys that do cut socials and that, like, post all the time, like, in terms of YouTube and that. But I got a family, man. I got two kids. I'm a family man, you know what I mean? It's been Christmas. I've been busy. I'm also on program. I'm not the fucking, let's talk about that. Couple of things to talk about today. One of them being a gear update. As you guys know, one of the most important things for me when it comes to my audience is full, absolute clear reflection of what I'm doing, what I am, who I am. But you know, I don't ever want to give you guys a false impression of anything. I always want to be honest. I always want to tell you guys the truth. So there is absolutely full transparency from me when it comes to PEDs, etc., etc. So, like, you know, there was a video uploaded to this channel the day that I jumped on, pretty much, which was July 2023 or June 2023. I can't remember. And then so on. Since then, I've given you guys updates. So I have started a new cycle. So we're going to be talking about that, what it is that I'm running, the reason I'm running that cycle, etc., etc. And yeah, just giving you guys a general update on me at the moment. So, first of all, Happy New Year, boys. I love you all. Thanks for the support. Number two, I have been pretty much locked the fuck in, man, is the best way I can put it. Training's been going really well. The reason I'm locked the fuck in is because ultimately I have been consistently just fucking around, doing AMRAPs, sending it one-arm presses, clapping presses, you name it, for a couple of years, yeah? Growing a really great audience, growing great socials. But, you know, ultimately my goal is to be the fucking best presser that's ever lived. Now, one-arm incline 3 plates, yeah, it's pretty fucking insane. It's definitely a strength feat that I don't see being replicated, but it's not one that's recognised as being something like a world record bench press itself, do you know what I mean? And vice versa. And it's time for me to just kind of lock in for a bit and train. So that's what I've been doing. So it's probably why you've seen a bit less content from me in terms of socials when it comes to pressing and the craziness of pressing, just because I'm actually structuring my training for the first time in 8 years. For the first time in 8 years, I am officially following a program. It feels crazy to say because I never ever thought I would program, ever. I always thought that programs would bore the life out of me, man, because it's like, I've always been someone that just wants to have fun, send it. Like, when I get in the gym and I feel good, it's go. Do you know what I mean? Like, chuck 5 plates on, let me see if I can get 25 reps. It's that, like, that's my mentality. I've always just been someone that always wants to push myself like that. But the reality is, if I want to be the best at something, it's very important that we are programming and structuring it correctly to achieve the maximum outcome that my body can give for a peaking phase and through doing that the right way. Now, you haven't seen, unless you follow me on Instagram, the first 3 weeks, because they've not been covered for YouTube, sadly. My videographers have been busy or else I've had no one. However, let me give you a rundown. So week 3 has just happened. It was Thursday, today's Monday, and on Thursday I pressed 235 kilo for 4 sets of 3 reps. Very clean, very easy. It's looking good, boys. We're looking very fucking strong. I haven't wore a pair of wraps in, I don't know, 6 weeks. I haven't been putting any wraps on, I haven't put any sleeves on, it's just wrist wraps and bench. I'm currently sticking to raw and I don't plan to use anything. I really do now just want to commit to staying raw and benching raw. I will probably, once I've done my peak and once I've done my comp, that's right, I'm doing a comp, boys, in February, end of Feb. Once I've done my comp, I will probably chuck on some wraps just for a laugh, to see if I can just throw up some crazy weight that week, especially when we're being peaked and stuff. But yeah, I am doing a comp end of Feb. My intent is to go and take a British record. You know, almost like a certainty inside is that I will. I'm very driven. I'm very, very driven. I think self-belief is very important. So in my head, it's already happened. This is just the training period leading up to it. And that's not to take anyone lightly or to read anything like that, but I do believe I'm the best bencher in this country. And I think that if I actually commit myself to it, I can prove that very easily. You know, the consideration is that I've been fucking around. I just fuck around. There's never been any structure to my training or programming or anything. I genuinely just fuck around. I bench twice a week, like over 6 plates. I bench 300 kilo, fucking 7 weeks, 8 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? Like, I do not give myself the right time to recover, the right way to train, the right volume building, the right peaking, the right phase and anything. So what happens when I do? Well, I guess we're going to find out. But yeah, it's looking very good, boys, and I'm happy with how it's going. Mike is programming me, Mike Rab. So at Mike Rab on Instagram, I'll just put it here somewhere. Ding, 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 ding. Go and check Mike out. Yeah, if you don't know who Mike is, I'm sure you do if you watch his channel. He's my training partner. But yeah, feeling good, feeling strong, man. We're programming. It's going well. I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm enjoying the process so far. I will be bringing you guys along for week 4. Week 4 is Thursday this week. Today's Monday. I think I've got planned 245 kilo for 3 sets of 3 on Thursday, which should be fun. I'm planning to smoke it, and I will smoke it. And I guess that moves me on to the cycle. Now, let me preface this so we all understand something. The reason that I tell you guys about cycle updates, again, like I said at the start of the video, is so that you guys can have a clear understanding of what it is that I use, and that there's no kind of grey area in terms of it. I've always been very transparent. I've always been very transparent with you guys with everything in this entire fucking journey so far. The moment I jumped on, I told you guys what I was running, why I was doing it, and my reasons. Then after running it for 6 months, I gave you guys an update on what I thought about it and how I regretted it. And I still do to this day, by the way. I massively regret jumping on, but I do know that it's what I've had to do to achieve what I need to achieve. And I haven't achieved that yet, and there's some time to go. But please bear in mind that I am very active with being extremely locked in when it comes to my health. My blood tests are regular. We track and monitor everything. This cycle is the first time in a year and a half of taking gear that I am going over a mill of test. I've never done over a mill of test. So it's quite exciting in a sense of like I am intrigued to see what my body can produce over the next 6 weeks remaining of program, 7 weeks remaining of program. I'm doing 600 test, which is 2 mil basically. 400 mast to control my estrogen is one of the main points of that, because my skin absolutely fucking detests testosterone apparently. And then 300 deca for the joints and for lubrication of my joints to stay healthy. So I'm officially running over a gram of gear for the first time ever. For the first time I'm running over a mil of test, pretty much in anything. I've always had a very low cycle. So I'm quite excited to see what this is going to yield for me. But I'm also already experiencing things like a higher anger, or let's say a shorter temper, is the best way to put it, in regards to scenarios that I wouldn't normally be short-tempered about. It's just like I'm snapping and I don't mean to, I don't want to, I'm trying not to. And the benefit to that, or at least what I'm looking about, is I'm self-aware of it. So the self-awareness is helping me control that, definitely, but it's still an internal thing that I'm battling where I'm like, fuck, why am I angry? You know, and I'm getting very angry at stupid shit very quickly. My body temperature feels like I'm a radiator. It's fucking stupid. I feel so hot 24/7. But again, that's effective testosterone. Now, please don't ever look at this video as like a glorification of steroids. He talks about. I'm talking about this because other people fucking don't, and you should know. You should know if your influencer, your favorite influencer you watch or anything like that, is on gear and what it is that they're taking. You should know. I'm sorry, but you fucking should, in my opinion. So that's why I'm telling you. Please understand. I beg you, never ever go and do gear. There is fucking zero reason to. The only reason I have is because I am trying to achieve something that is a 1 in a fucking 8 billion statistic. And that's Julius Maddox, so I've got to try and beat him, right? So ultimately, that's why I'm doing this. But there is zero fucking reason. The side effects and negatives of it are just not worth it. I do still heavily believe, though, that men over 35 should be getting a blood test and looking at testosterone levels, because quality of life on the correct amount of testosterone massively increases for men that have lower testosterone. If you are someone that has low testosterone, I do truly believe that you should be having TRT. It will change your fucking life, because I was very low test, and when I jumped on it changed my life. So yeah, again though, please, gear-wise, stay the hell away from it. It's something you don't need. It's something you're never going to need unless you're 45 and your test is a tenth of the average males, in which case quality of life will change on TRT. But again, yeah, like I said, that's it. I am probably planning to throw in an oral closer to the comp. I don't know what oral. It won't be Anavar, I can tell you that much, because Anavar literally rips me to shreds. And I don't mean rips as in rips body fat off me. I mean, it gives me a lower back pump so bad that it feels like I'm in a blender and I can't walk. So Anavar's a no. I don't know what oral I'll throw in. Probably something liver toxic, ultimately, is the truth that I'm saying to you guys, like halo testing, an oral that is strong and has very good anabolic effects, but is also very dangerous. Again, this is a risk that I'm taking. But yeah, plan is to compete and defend boys and to enjoy it. That's the current cycle. That's what I'm running. I've been on that cycle now for, and I'll tell you to the day how long I've been on that cycle. Give me 1 second. 16th of December. So yeah, it's been what? Is that 2 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 weeks today. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys, basically say hello. I've got some cool content coming. Please stay tuned. I love you all. Again, like I said, Happy New Year. A lot of you have actually been asking me, a lot of you have been DMing me as well while I'm on the topic of gear and things like that about peptides. Some people are so confused. Are peptides gear? One, peptides are not gear. They're completely different things. A peptide is amino acid from a strain of amino acids from the stomach. BPC 157 is a strain of like 15 amino acids from the stomach, so it's a naturally deriving amino acid that is then resubstituted and re-injected into you at a higher dosage for recovery purposes. I am not a doctor, by the way. I'm saying that with like some confidence internally, but I could be very wrong in the wording of that, so just fucking ignore me. But yeah, I've been banging BPC 157 lately for recovery reasons. I think the biggest and most annoying thing about jumping on like gear, which I said in the previous gear update video, I think, was the amount of injuries that I've succumbed to since jumping on gear is tenfold anything that I ever underwent as a natural. It's insane. Like within 6 to 8 weeks of jumping on test, I was like suffering with front delt strains, collarbone pain, AC joint inflammation, small tears, minor tears on my pec. You know, it's just been and it's been constant, by the way. Like over the last year and a half, if it's this one's okay, this one's not. If this one's okay, this one's not. If this collarbone's sore, this side might be a bit okay. And it just switches consistently, guys. Like the other day, right, I was spotting Mike on bench press, lifted him off and strained my back. I can't believe I'm saying it out loud, you know what I mean? Basically, brother, I just need Mike to get weaker. You know, can I have any training partners out there that bench less than Mike? Hit me up, please. I can't spot this guy on with doing. I'm sure he thinks the same about me, bruv, but you know. So yeah, peptide wise, I've been using BPC 157 non-stop, pretty much. I would actually argue that BPC 157 is my bloodstream at the minute. I don't have blood anymore, it's just BPC. You could probably pull my blood out and put it in someone else and they'd recover. So yeah, but if you're someone, look, again, I'm not a doctor, but I have a lot of you asking about injuries, a lot of you asking about peptides. BPC 157 is what I use for my recovery. If you want to get some, go to thoroughbredlabs.co.uk, or put it here somewhere. Use code BAKER25, you'll save 25%. Like I said, boys, I'm very sorry that it's been a month since I've seen you and since I've spoke to you guys, but I have been locked in, so please understand that I'm training hard. I've been trying to be a family man, but I'm back. And the content is coming. I promise you, I've got so much planned this year in terms of content for YouTube especially. I really want to go hard with long form content, so you guys are going to see a lot more of me on here. Please make sure you sub if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday for week 4, baby. Let's lock the fuck in.